And the 76ers showing off their style as they arrived at the arena today. No shortage of fashion sense in this group. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Philadelphia 76ers. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey is able to play either guard spot. He says it's just basketball IQ and feel of the game. I pride myself on being a basketball player and being able to do both. I know when James is not in the game, I'll have the ball in my hands and have to create for myself and for others. Kevin?
Nice to have that versatility, isn't it, David? Thank you. Look at the 76ers starting group. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Jaylen Brown out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Williams at center. The unmistakable feel of the first day, Clark, of the NBA regular season. Game each of these teams and us as broadcasters have been waiting for a long time.
No doubt about it, Kevin. And the excitement you feel as a broadcaster, but even more so as a player, is something you have to temper down, especially if you're on the court. I mean, you don't want to have your adrenaline and excitement affect your focus. So you focus on the work that's gone into getting ready for the season, and then you try to just let that work lead how you play.
Horford, no luck.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And, boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. No good on the triple. And the 76ers with possession. Maxey off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown with it, and it's Harden picking him up, and it's Brown missing. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
And here is Harris after the three-pointer from Al Horford. Brogdon looking it over. Pass to Horford. The Celtics get it back in a new 14. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum making a lot of noise with these points now. He's an impact player, make no doubt about it. Capable of turning a game all alone.
And that one's good, Maxey.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one. Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Tatum passes to Brown. It's hauled in by the 76ers. This, of course, being game one of the season, is their first look at the Celtics.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. Two elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Celtics. They're up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Jalen McDaniels. Shake Milton is out there with the Anthony Melton. Then there's Harold, and it's Niang in at the force line. And finished off by Williams.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look. Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Emmanuel House has checked in for McDaniels.
Whenever White sees an open teammate, he's getting the ball to him right away. No hesitation.
Passes it to House. Harold down low, working on Williams. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Harold.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
House with the pass to Gallinari. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Melton connects on the foul line jumper.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Smart passes to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Using his underrated athleticism, Gallinari can do damage above the rim.
A shot by Milton, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Melton. Gallinari with the rebound.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Celtics lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
14.
Thanks very much. Doc, what do you think you'll see from them in the second half?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot hand, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Always the coach's mantra. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through 2 quarters. Tight game tonight. You two ever play in a close game? Like maybe a big one that really mattered? Maybe in, perhaps, say, 1995?
Well, I don't remember the year any, but I do recall a game in the NBA Finals. I think there was like 7 threes involved, broke an NBA record, something like that. Is that right, Shaq?
Setting me up again. This isn't fair.
I just picked a random year. Now moving on to the Boston Celtics and the close first half they played.
The bench is one of the strengths of this team, with some big-time scoring power. They've carried the extra load offensively.
And that's an advantage not every team has. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Park of guys playing today, who would you put your money on to be a successful NBA coach?
Kevin, the smart money is on point guards, but I think any player that's been a student of the game could be a successful coach, but point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future.
The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Brogdon in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Brown finds Brogdon. They double-team Brogdon. It's Brogdon on the wing. Down low, here's Williams. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Williams got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The Celtics with the lead. For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
Well, Malcolm earned his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad, brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon, maybe the smartest guy in the NBA.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Brown the pass to Williams. Inside, here's Brogdon. It's hauled in by Harris.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And one place you do not want to send Malcolm Brogdon is to the line.
Yeah, you know, remember, Greg, back in 2019, he had that 50-40-90 season when he led the league in free throw shooting at over 92%. And his career percentage not far off of that mark.
And the Celtics making a change here. Starks checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. McDaniels checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Harden with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game. Good. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Brown wide open, he fires. A three-pointer off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Celtics leading by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smart wide open, he fires. No good on the 3. And Philadelphia has possession. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
That's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Celtics out in front, leading by a point. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
The ball has not moved this entire game. Don't predetermine the game.
And Doc Rivers, very frustrated. You can hear his words. He was expecting to see this offense run the way it was designed to run.
Yeah, it's ball movement. It's also player movement. When you're static out there, it takes away so many of your offense's options.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. P.J. Tucker is out there with Harrell. Then there's Maxey. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Celtics.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing. I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
White, he's checked in for Smart. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
One shot.
Free throw drops for House. Here's Tatum. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Tatum draws the double. To the middle. Gallinari dishes to Williams. Solid play in the low block, and that one's missed.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
The 76ers again can't hit it. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the basket by Tatum.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want to take the big shot. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And the shot goes in.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
Here's Milton. Lays it up off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Al Horford's checked in for Gallinari. Brown comes in for Derek White. And Brogdon subbed in for Pritchard. And then for Philadelphia, Embiid, he's checked in for Daniel House. Tobias Harris comes in for Shake Milton. And James Harden subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. I'm now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. He knows this has been a hard-fought game. He wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some fight. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Get up out of your seats and get one.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Boston again missing. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
The 3 from Tatum. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Maxey.
Shoot
2 shots.
First one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Brogdon kicks to Williams. Brogdon the pass to Brown. And just miss after miss right now. So the 76ers win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Hey, thanks very much, Joel. Quality night offensively. How do you evaluate your performance?
Efficiency-wise, I've been struggling a little bit lately, so, you know, this game was about just letting the game come to me. And I felt like I did that. My teammates found me. We got through it. We got the win. That's the most important thing.
Winning ugly is better than losing pretty, right? Congrats. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. As we present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.